How about this venue, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Todd Grisham, and we are live here at the one-of-a-kind Empire Fight Camp. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. It's Janabek Alinkanuli. He's 5'11" and a half inches tall with a reach of 71 and a half inches. It's the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs, 183 centimeters tall, weighed in at 73 kgs with a reach of 187 centimeters.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
It's Janabek Alinkanuli, one of the most decorated amateurs in the history of the sport, 300 wins and only 7 losses. Here comes the Miracle Man himself, Daniel Jacobs. He bounced back from cancer as a 2-time middleweight world champion and has fought the best of the best in his division. Let's see what he's got for us here in this one.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Zelandi in Kazakhstan, introducing a unified middleweight champion of the world, known as Kazakh style, Janibek Alinkanuli. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Brownsville, New York, here is a 2-time middleweight champion of the world, introducing Daniel Jacobs.
Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
It's hard. You got to concentrate, preserve that energy, because when the heat's on you and you get hit, that's double heat.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Do you believe this? Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Nice counter punch right up the middle. And he scores with the counter. An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
But Todd, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you get hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting. Fighter on fire.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even-steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. Straight right just misses. They exchange punches. How about that time counter shot? They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Janibek that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in. And there's the bell to start round 2. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter shot. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you hardest.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
He threw a punch and just got countered. That jab doesn't score. Beautiful counter punch. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice stop, but that won't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Janibek in that last round. What would you tell this? Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Catch and shoot. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Punch, counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. You'd like to see more jabs. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Janibek that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage.
Focus on what you're doing.
On to the 4th we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Prevents that left uppercut from scoring. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. And they block the right uppercut. Insane action. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Let's talk about Janibek in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance without...
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Knockout or bust for both of these fighters. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Those counter punches have to hurt. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Janibek that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. There's the bell for round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come to me.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. His legs are gone. There's the bell to start round 7. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. It's frustrating because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Can't score with that hook again. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Just misses with that uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Janibek in that last round. And a round that's round 8, and we're off again. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
The perfect counter lands. And that will do it. What a victory. And that body shot folded him like an old t-shirt.
Shot from the gods, they...
It happened. You saw it.